In one of my previous vlogs, I was talking about the Mario and Luigi series I made, and I said, should I make a series 2? Well, I was advised probably it's not the best idea to actually make a full-on series 2, because the amount of stuff that I'm working on at the moment, all the different sorts of videos I'm trying to get out, it might not be the best idea, especially if I'm still going to do it within like a 2-week time period for each episode. So I kind of scrapped that idea. I then had the idea, maybe I could still make something with the plushies, not necessarily a series, but standalone videos. To start with, I put up a poll on my Discord server and my Instagram story, saying which Toad plushie should I use out of the yellow one that I used to use, or the new one that actually looks like Toad, and the majority of votes were for the new Toad. Sorry, I'm still getting over a cold, and my throat goes croaky with no warning. I sat down a couple of days ago, I wrote a script for something, I didn't give it a name, I just called it test footage. Same with the media file that I'm about to show you in a minute. So yeah, I sat down, wrote a script for that. Yesterday I filmed it and edited it. So I'm going to show you what I made, and I want to get yours opinion on it.
What was that? I better go investigate. Hello? Is anyone there?
Huh? What was that?
Ow! That hurt! What was that? Who's there? I know you're in here somewhere. Show yourself! Get off me!
Wait! Luigi? Is that you? Huh? Toad? What are you doing here? I thought you were a burglar.
I thought you were a burglar. What are you doing down here?
Well, I came down here because I thought you were a burglar.
So you came downstairs after me?
Yeah, why?
That means there is still an actual burglar in the house.
You mean this guy? I came downstairs after you, Luigi, saw you scrapping with Toad in here, and decided to check the other room. Turns out that Toad's blood-curdling scream alerted the burglar, and he was trying to make a run for it. But then, when he saw me, he squared up. So I decked him. And then I came in here, slung him on the floor in front of you two, and said, "You mean this guy?"
You mean you saw Luigi trying to kill me? And did nothing?
For the last time, Toad, I thought you was a burglar.
Yes, I did see that, but it was either save you and let the burglar escape, which it turns out you're fine anyway, or catch the burglar. I think my priorities were clear. Anyway, it's 2:30 AM, I'm going back to bed, see you all in the morning.
That's actually a good idea. Good night, Toad.
Wait! What about the burglar? Ow! I'm guessing he escaped. Oh well, I may as well head back to bed too.
What you just watched was test footage for a potential standalone Mario and Luigi plush video. I'm not really sure what I would call it as of yet, I'd have to think of a name. The test footage I just showed you, it doesn't relate to the series at all. That I made. This test footage is its own, like, standalone sort of thing. What it is essentially the characters, they're all living their life in this house. They all kind of do their thing. So, I know the start of the video I just showed you was quite dark. That's because I wanted to kind of try and simulate in nighttime. And when it's filmed during the day, that's quite hard to do. So yeah, what I'd done was I sat here, I got the Toad plushie. There wasn't a cushion on the bed then. This is my Crush 40 cushion, by the way. Love them. Not as good as Hardline. Hardline's up there. Anyway, we're getting off topic. Yeah, I basically filmed all the Toad scenes in the bed. They're pretty much... Sorry, I was off camera. Sorry. I was talking to my dad, and now I'm distracted. What was I talking about? Pass. It had something to do with Toad. Oh yeah, so all the Toad scenes, every single scene that I filmed was filmed during the day. And to make it look like it was filmed at night, I had to add so much brightness and contrast filters. And I also added a color balance filter to add a bit of blue into it to make it look more nighttime atmospherical, if that's even a word. But yeah, I filmed this scene here. So I don't know if it'll be backwards for you guys. I don't know how this camera works. So it's like, and then that was the music, by the way. And then Toad was like, and then he hears a noise. So he sneaks downstairs. The part where he falls down the stairs, it is kind of something to do with the plot. So not only is it funny that he blunders down the stairs, but it's also the reason why Luigi woke up and decided to investigate. So yeah, Toad then sneaks in the room, and well, I say sneak, he slowly walks in like,
Who's here?
and then lightning strikes, and I thought it would be really cool and funny to kind of make it like a horror movie, so the lightning strikes and the silhouette just appears behind him. I'm not sure how well you can see it on the actual final cut. I did watch through the final cut after it rendered, but I don't know if my monitor has that thing where the colour kind of dims, depending how bright the screen is or whatever. So yeah, also the part where it zooms out from Earth, where Toad screams like, "Ah!" I thought that was so cool. I love that part of the video. How it zooms out from the house. The house, by the way, I found a 3D model of a village. I don't know what village it is. I don't even know if it's a real village. But I found a 3D model on Google. It was free to download. Shout out to whoever supplied that 3D model. I then imported it into Blender, and I'd done the camera thing, just made it pan up from the thing. It took about half an hour to render that animation because it was such a big 3D model. But yeah, after I'd done that, I then found a video of Earth zooming out, of camera zooming out from Earth, like through the clouds. Literally just faded it all together, and it looks cool. But again, with the bit where it zooms out from the top of the house, I had to do the brightness and contrast so it looks like nighttime. That's not what that model looks like originally. And then it turns out that the person that's actually attacking Toad is Luigi, and they realise that they are fighting each other. They then realise that there's actually still a burglar in the house. And yeah, and then Mario comes in and he's like, "What, this guy?" And he slings the burglar on the floor in front of him. And he turns on the light and tells his story. But then they all head back to bed, but the burglar's gone. yeah, it's basically test footage for should I start making these like plush videos like set around the house doing different stuff. It's inspired by SML, obviously. All my videos are inspired by someone. For example, the long form videos, they're inspired by beat 'em ups, like the analytics sort of stuff. The vlogs are just inspired by any vlogger, and the shorts are inspired by M-Swizzle. So, should I start, like, it's a test footage to get your guys' like thoughts and opinions on it. Should I start doing like these funny but also intense plush videos? If the test footage is well received and you guys like it and want me to do more, the scene I just showed you, I will integrate that into the start of an episode, and then that episode will then be a two-parter. So it'll be, so for example, if I called it The Burglar, the first video I upload of it will be called The Burglar Part 1, and then the next video I upload will be The Burglar Part 2. So yeah, let me know what you'll think. Obviously, I will put the effort into editing them. I'm not sure how many of these videos I will make, maybe like one every fortnight or whatever, because I know that's what I was doing with the series. With the series, it was taking longer to make because I was writing a script. I then had to film the whole thing in front of a green screen. I then had to edit every single part, and because it was all filmed in front of a green screen, it had so many effects, so many animations, I didn't have much time. Shut up. It took a while to do. Whereas if I'm just filming them around the house, not adding like all the backgrounds and effects and stuff that I had to the last time, it would get done quicker. For example, the test footage I made yesterday, I filmed it all in the afternoon and then edited it all of the dark bits with the animating. I done all of that in the afternoon. In the evening I went on VC with Adam, and then done the rest of it in about an hour after that. All of like the scenes where the light turned on. The only reason it took a while to do the nighttime scenes is because of the brightness and contrast that I had to add and all of the stuff to make it look like nighttime. So yeah, I think if I did make these videos like one per fortnight or whatever, it would be easier to get them uploaded. I would probably pick a certain day for it to be uploaded. What I want to do is kind of balance out my uploading schedule a bit more. So I do shorts, 3-4 shorts a week, which is fine by me because I like doing shorts. There's not going to be a short today because I'm doing vlog and I uploaded 2 yesterday. But with like vlogs, I want to do a vlog every probably 2 a week. Maybe I want to try do that. Gameplay videos, that will probably be 1 a week. I'm still going to do analytics sort of videos, just not as often. In fact, I do have 5 analytic videos written down on a note right here. I'm not going to show you because you might steal my ideas. But yeah, I don't know when I'm going to film that video. For that video to be filmed, I need to clear out this desk, clear everything off of it and move it. Because I need the desk to film it. Yeah, I'm gonna stop rabbiting because this video is already like 15-16 minutes long. So yeah, please guys, let me know what you think of the test footage for the plushie video in the comments below. Because this is all because I need your opinion. If you guys like it, I will make another one. I'll try and make them, you know, as good as the test footage that I've done, but you gotta understand, not all videos are gonna be as good as each other. There's gonna be some that, you know, they kind of lack some things and make them not as good as others. But I feel like if I made them all the same, the story would kind of be similar, and you can't have that. You gotta make different stories. It's also harder for me to film because there's only one of me. I have to do each scene at a time. For example, so for me to film a Knuckles and Tails conversation scene, it would be, "Hey Tails, what do you want to do today?"
Oh, I don't know, Knuckles! Hey, go for a fly, yeah!
Yeah, that's what it would be like. Sorry, that was the worst voice acting you've ever heard. Also, these plushies, I was going to do something with these things a long time ago, back in 2024. I was going to make something with them. I even made a teaser trailer for it, featuring the Sonic plush. I never made that. Also, I love this plushie. Look at this thing. But yeah, let me know what you'll think of the plushie test footage. Also, if it does go ahead and I start making these videos, what do I call them? Because I can't just call them Nintenjosh plush videos or Mario and Luigi. I feel like Mario and Luigi is too long for a name. So for example, SML, he titles every video SML movie, blah blah blah, whatever it's called. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap this video up. Let me know what you... that was my kneecap. Let me know what you'll think of the test footage in the comments below. Like, subscribe, all that jazz. And bye.